Amid the 1996 Atlanta Summer Games, Michael Johnson sparked the oval in flames with an elite running double for the record, and that was the 200 plus 400 metre feat in the 400 metre. Johnson scorched the surface, claiming the gold with a fresh Olympic mark clocking at 43.494365 to earn a fresh global record mark of 19.32. A figure that by many measures was virtually unthinkable only a short handful earlier. Johnson's racing skill base was so astonishing that masses viewed him as the sole supreme competitor on the planet by that time, plus with his gleaming racing footwear that became one of the most noted and spoken about wonders around the full Atlanta Olympics. Johnson had only grown a confirmed icon within the running realm. It is notable to claim the 100 and 200 metre triumph, which is a pairing that various contenders have successfully secured across the previous century, but the 200 and 400 metre achievement stands on a totally higher level. Though a handful of people have managed the 100 and 200 metre feats, only a rare cluster have actually duplicated the 200 and 400 crowns. These include Michael Johnson from 1996, Marie-Josée Pérec of France also that year, plus Valerie Briscoe-Hooks at Los Angeles in 1984. To prevail in both 200 and 400, you require tremendous endurance and pure lightning pace, and although this double sits among the fiercest undertakings in world athletics, a remarkable performer right now intends to chase that same duo in this season's Diamond League clash in Brussels, Belgium. And numerous experts think this might be pulled off facing elite opposition, and it all stems from what played out on May 18th this season for that half-lap showdown, the race. At the 24 Los Angeles Grand Prix, we witnessed one of the season's top-tier collisions in that half-lap event. We saw Brittany Brown, Rashida Adeleke, Jenna Prandini, Kendall Ellis, Abby Steiner, and also the reigning Olympic champion over 200 metres, Gabby Thomas from the United States. Yet we also had an unexpected entrant, stepping in from the 400 metre hurdles. This athlete was Sydney McLaughlin, who recorded one of last year's most dominant and shocking gold medal triumphs. Straight from the gun, McLaughlin was all business. And though it is not her main distance, she drove out and never relented. This turned truly wild, given she faced multiple national title holders plus Olympic podium finishers over 200. But in spite of a slightly underdog label, she roared away with a decisive conquest in 22.07 seconds, beating the field by more than 2/10. That outcome defied earlier expectations, particularly in such a manner. But considering McLaughlin-Lavrone's relentless ascension toward these Olympic Games, it felt natural that she rose victorious here as well. Now we pivot to the newly announced development regarding Sydney McLaughlin-Lavrone subsequent to her spectacular gold medal success in Paris, where she once more lowered her 400 hurdles world record. She is officially slated for both the 400 metres and the 200 dash in the Diamond League finals at Brussels, Belgium. This year, notably, her presence in that circuit alone is already a rarity, since she has only raced one Diamond League 400 in Paris back in 2023. So her arrival has caused a genuine buzz, but this 200-400 mission in a two-day meet has prompted skeptics to label it unthinkable, whereas some say if anyone can do it, then surely Sydney can. The 200 is shaping up to be a high-powered showdown, probably with various Olympic finalists likely pressing the pace to something under 22 seconds, and it will grant McLaughlin the opportunity to illustrate her raw, explosive prowess. Plus, confirm she contends capably at will, yet that 400, in my view, stands among the prime highlights for this Diamond League finale for numerous followers. Sydney appears the sole individual capable of tackling the world record in that distance. Peering at the all-time mark, the women's 400 standard stretches back to the 1985 campaign when Marita Koch from East Germany exploded to 47.60. And that benchmark has lasted across the decades, never seeing any official sub-48 open run. As doping rumours surrounded that record, it remains the legal world best for so long, yet scarcely anyone has neared it or threatened its survival. McLaughlin Levrone's colossal showing in the 4x400 at this year's Games, however, could present her with a pathway to assault that milestone. She blasted the quickest second leg split ever at 47.71, albeit from a flying launch, whereas the open iteration demands blocks. Nonetheless, her staggering power and insane sustained speed keep proving her a force in 400 lore. Furthermore, we should underline that just 2 days prior to that relay, she roared through her 400 hurdles record in 50.37. Even a 51-second flat time in the open race is world class, but she actually accomplished 50 high with 10 barriers in play. So people see her as potentially capable of not just cracking 48, but maybe even pushing 48 Coke's long-standing top mark. Now, regarding the schedule, the Diamond League finals span 2 days, with her 400 landing on Friday, September 13th, followed by her 200 on Saturday the 14th. That single rest day might allow her to dazzle in both sprints. Circling back to the 400, in these latest Olympics, we witnessed one of history's swiftest women's finals, with every runner under 50, yet leading the group was Marilady Paulino, who seized a new Olympic record at 49.17, ranking 4th fastest ever. That clash between her and McLaughlin Levrone becomes a showstopper, since their last Diamond League face-off concluded with Paulino's 49.12 over Sydney's 49.7. But McLaughlin arrives holding an epic record, plus a fine field around her, perhaps setting the stage for an outrageous time. If that momentum fuels them correctly, we might witness something breathtaking in the 400, potentially near that sub-48 realm. And I will pose the query to everyone: how fast do you foresee McLaughlin Levrone going in the 200 and the 400, given her near 22 ability and top 10 all-time quarter credentials? I personally believe her lap could yield a jaw-dropping mark, and together with Paulino, they might push under 48. Leave your thoughts below. We look forward to scanning each prediction, and as always, until next time.